started karting when I was about 8 years old. Some would say quite late, to be honest. People doing it at 4 or 5 nowadays. But started out, went to a go-karting party and lapped all my friends, just an arrive and drive sort of thing. And the manager at the circuit pulled my dad aside and he said, your son's got something special. You know, you need to get him into some sort of professional motorsport. So that's what we did, and I think it's probably the worst financial decision my dad's ever made, but hey, it's worked out now. And went through karting into Ginetta Juniors, F4, F3, GP3, and then I got a call from Team Parker Racing that ran the Bentley and said, would you like to come and race GT cars? And by that time the money was getting ridiculous in GP3, so we moved over, and it's probably the wise decision I've made, so I'm very happy here in the GT paddock. We signed a deal with an investor who was going to give us £4.5 million to get to F1, and then as these things happen sometimes, he disappeared off the face of the earth, so we didn't have much choice. We sort of ran out of money to pump into it. You know, our GP3 budget was a fifth of what everyone else was spending, the top being £1 million. And then to go to GP2, after that you've got to pay £2.5 million a year, and we couldn't compete with that. So we were in talks with a couple of Fun 1 teams, but contrary to popular belief, they don't pump money into young drivers. A lot of drivers pay to be on the young driver program, so no one was willing to help us. So I thought, you know what, let's just go and do this, take a big leap. And first ever race arrived at Brands Hatch and stuck it on pole position, and so the rest is history. Yeah, I mean, I've worked incredibly hard with Andy for 10 years now, so it feels like a long time to get to this point, and it's going to be my first race as a fully paid professional driver. So hopefully the first of many to come. But you know, my racing doesn't cost any money anymore. It's, you know, I make a bit of money through basically bringing sponsorship and taking that as a wage. But from now on, it will be hopefully getting paid to be a driver, which is what I'm here for. I'm not good at anything else, so hopefully I can get paid for doing this. You've just got to keep going and keep plugging away at it, and I've got to go out on track every time and just know that I've done my job. And that's what the big boys at Bentley and the other manufacturers will look at. Being part of the Superstars has helped it a lot, but luckily, fortunately for me, I've been working with Andy for a lot longer than that. So you know, I know all the things he's now imparting into the other Superstars, and they're reaping the great benefits and rewards from that. But you know, I've been working with Andy for a long time, and he's taught me from a very early age, from 13, 14, how to present yourself. He sent me off to media training and all sorts of stuff, and I've done sponsorship days with him. I've attended meetings with him, and learnt a lot from that respect. So it's been a very fruitful relationship.